Anyway, we seem to sometimes as Christians think that prayer doesn't matter unless we're in some kind of huge crisis or unless we're in a really threatening situation like in Nazi Germany or Soviet Russia or modern-day North Korea, but it matters even in everyday kinds of life. I mean, that's sort of what my testimony is about. A lot of my life that has been fairly, well, American normal life, you know, go to college, go to university, get your doctorate, get a job. It has been possible because I've been praying and waiting for God to provide and listening for God's voice. And here we get to the point that I wanted to actually mention, is that I think sometimes in Christian circles we mistake our own like fatalistic resignation for acceptance of God's will, and I don't think that's true. I think we have to really guard against that. We have to persist in prayer until we know for sure, until we get a clear answer from God about, well, am I supposed to go here, or am I, are you really going to heal this person from this disease or this injury? We have to, first of all, guard against a fatalistic resignation, because that's pagan, that's not Christian at all. Yeah. And we also have to be willing to accept no's. What is everyday life? Pray about everything. If it matters to you, pray about it. Ask God to intervene, because He does. I mean, He made molecules, for crying out loud. Jesus isn't kidding when He talks about numbering the hairs on your head. That's not an exaggeration. That's not hyperbole. He knows it. And He knows the everyday details of your life, and He cares about them. And He didn't put you here to struggle in a fallen and... He didn't put you here to struggle in a fallen, dark world without help. And we might think that fallenness and darkness don't extend to little things like farming or engineering or translating or whatever we happen to do for a living. But they do. Especially in your emotional, the way you deal with difficulties emotionally, your fallen nature is going to interfere with that. You're not going to react in a godly way unless you're asking God to make that happen in you. Yeah. So pray without ceasing. Literally, don't stop.